For years, I wouldn't talk to Jeffrey Epstein. That's such old history. And by the way, I never went to the island. I never had the privilege of going to his island. He did something that was inappropriate. He hired help.
Some of the workers that were taken from you, were some of them young women?
The answer is yes, they were. People that work in the spa. I have a great spa, one of the best spas in the world in Mar-a-Lago. And people were taken out of the spa.
Did one of those stolen, persons, that include Virginia Giuffre?
I don't know. I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people. He stole her.
The family of Virginia Giuffre released a statement overnight in response to some of the comments that you made this week. You said that Jeffrey Epstein stole people from Mar-a-Lago. At the time, did you know why he was taking those young women, including Virginia?
No, I didn't. No, I don't know really why. But I said if he's taking anybody from Mar-a-Lago, he's hiring or whatever he's doing. I didn't like it, and we threw him out. We said we don't want him, at the place. This is a story that's been known for many years, as you know.
President, can you completely rule out a pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell when you landed? Is that something you would ever consider, and why?
Pardon for who?
For Ghislaine Maxwell.
Well, I'm allowed to give her a pardon, but
You are.
nobody's approached me with it. Nobody's asked me about it. It's in the news about that aspect of it, but right now it would be inappropriate to talk about it. So.
The president has been very clear, we're not shielding anything. If you want to criticize the people who aren't showing full transparency, you ought to go after the administrations that went easy on Jeffrey Epstein.
Today, Senate Democrats take additional action to try and uncover the truth about the Epstein files. I join all of my Democratic colleagues on the Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committee in invoking a century-old law known as the Rule of Five to compel the Department of Justice to release the full and complete Epstein files, which to date, of course, they have refused to be transparent about. We expect the Trump administration to provide these documents by August the 15th.
1 year ago, our country was dead. We had a dead country because of an incompetent president and incompetent Democrats. All they know how to do is talk and think about conspiracy theories and nonsense. If they'd waste their time talking about America being great again, it would be so much nicer, so much easier, be very successful.
I'm for all the evidence coming out. It's important, though, that this is not something that is anti-President Trump. This is for transparency. I'm less concerned about his mentions. I'm much more concerned about the hundreds of people who were powerful and rich who had impunity, and I'm concerned about restoring justice for the victims.
I think one of the problems people have, especially MAGA base people, MAGA Republicans, is that a small group of government officials entered into a sweetheart deal with Epstein in 2007, 2008, and then seemed to have been protecting a lot of the bad guys who availed themselves of these victims.
Well, look, all I can say is we've been intellectually consistent about this whole thing. I want everything to come out about the Epstein evils that is possible to be released, because the people that were involved in those unspeakable evil acts should be punished with the greatest severity of the law, and it should have happened a long time ago. So I'm fully in favor of that.
Mike Johnson shut down Congress because he did not want the Epstein files to be released. That is what happened last week. He refused to bring a vote to the House floor that would require the release of the full Epstein files that would have passed, because many, many Republicans and Democrats want this true transparency. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance and Mike Johnson keep couching all of their language about transparency into what is credible. Well, who's making the decision as to what is credible as it relates to Donald Trump?
I was rushed to get this deal done to knock Jeffrey Epstein's story out.
Oh, you got to be kidding with that. No, had nothing to do with it. Only you would think that. That had nothing to do with it. When you talk about files, I just keep going back, and other people too. Even the enemy says this thing is not correct, because if we had it, we would have used it on the guy. It's a bad issue. They say it's a good issue for Trump. Do you know that my poll numbers are up 4.5 points since this ridiculous Epstein stuff, my poll numbers have gone up 4.5 points because people don't buy it. Okay, people don't buy it. And he's gone, and we want to focus on trade deals. I want to focus on the deal we just made with the European Union, which is the biggest trade deal in history. It's the biggest deal, I think, in history, not just trade deal. So if they would have had something, they would have used it.